Hi, I'm Saboda. I'm a mom of two children. I'm also an entrepreneur. Please bear with me my strange English accent because English is my fourth language. If you are also a career woman mom, can I ask several questions? Do you think career woman mom is one of the toughest jobs in the world? Have you ever felt you are fighting this battle alone? Do you wish you have a place to learn this life skill? If your answer is yes, this is the right place. I really appreciate you watching this video. I will try my best to make your time well worth it. By the end of the video, you will learn my personal recommendation on what's the most effective way to learn this life skill. Imagine if career mom is a job, a totally new job for you. What are the ways to learn? Read a book, Google it, do by yourself, ask people, go to a seminar, hire a coach. There are many possible ways. I have tried all those, but I noticed there are some better than the other. I divided the learning ways to three categories. The first one is information. Reading book and Google it. It's great for you to build the long-term strengths and knowledge in certain area, but sometimes in lack of the immediate next step. And also it can be confusing because information itself sometimes can be undigestible and unorganized, and it's a raw learning. I have read through about 100 books in my first year of parenting, but to be honest, I sometimes get more confused. The second type of learning is called money. Money can buy learning curve. If you attend a seminar or you hire a coach, you are not only getting the knowledge but also immediate next steps. You know what to do next. However, for this learning option, the biggest barrier is in our mind. We have a mental barrier towards paying for learning. There's also a small amount of people going to seminar, but not everyone. Recall when is your last time paying for this kind of learning after graduating from school. The third type of learning is most accessible to us. It's about do it yourself or ask people. Do it by yourself, it takes longer time, very time consuming, and you are not sure about the outcome. Ask people who have been facing the same challenge is one of the most effective way to do learning. As Tony Robbins said, success leaves clues. Even he is already the greatest life coach in the world, I see him still interviewing the stars in the digital world to learn more successful tips. Because successful people know that's one of the fastest way to learn. If learning from people's experience is such a great thing, why don't we do it? I think there are three mental barriers. The first one is ego. If we ask people questions, we feel we look stupid or we feel inferior. But what I want to say is, instead of being a fool for a whole life, it's okay to be fool for a day. If you ask the question and you get the answer, you will be fool for a day, but smart for whole life. Smart people learn from their own mistakes, but genius from others. Life is really about progress, not about perfection. The second mental barrier is I know it mentality. We often think we know things, but if we really know it, why we are still having challenges? It is great saying that if you know it but you don't do it, then equals to you don't know it. And often we know a part of it and probably missing the important piece. Let me share with you one of my story. Breastfeeding is one of the stressful experience for me, but I think it's also for many moms. If you look at the apps of breastfeeding have millions of downloads, you know many people have this challenge. I have read through many books before I delivered my first daughter, so I thought I knew about breastfeeding. Breastfeeding for my first daughter is really tough. I have to breastfeed her every 1.5 to 2 hours until she was 7 months because I didn't have enough supply. But I thought that's normal until I get a piece of advice from experienced mom. She was talking about if the first 3 hours when you deliver, your baby doesn't suck the breast, it won't activate the hormone producing the breast milk. We are mammals. We are naturally being able to provide breastfeed. Only 1 out of 200 people don't have that capability. So 99.5% of us should be able to do breastfeed. We are missing the important point. This piece of advice really saved me for my second children, and it's so much relaxing. I didn't have any problem with my breastfeeding. So hearing people's advice really save us a lot of time and also sometimes can change our entire experience. The third mental barrier maybe we have is they are different from us. We often think people handle it with ease and enjoyment. It's because they don't face enough challenges. It's not. It's just because they have more tools to overcome it. I used to work in the biggest consumer goods company as behavior insight expert. We divided people to 4 or 5 categories and we do analyze to develop the right product for them. Surprisingly, it's not in one country. Across the globe, the similar type of person have similar behavior and even like the similar type products. So human beings are similar in one way or another. 1 out of 5 people could have the same challenge with you, and if they already overcome it, isn't it great to listen to them? I hope I convinced you that listen to people is one of the great ways to learn this life skill. Then you probably still have questions. Where do I find people to ask? Or parenting is such a private topic we don't talk about it. If you have this kind of question, that's great because our resource is to help you. This channel is set up to invite many great career women moms to share their life experiences, how they overcome their challenges, and how you can do the same way. You have the privilege by subscribing it to keep yourself updated. I look forward to see you next week.